Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at all of today's brand new cards and seeing which ones are worth picking up and which ones are worth staying away from here in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Bunch of new iconic cards, 6 pink diamonds, 6 opals, a 100 overall, and then a free Galaxy Opal Kevin Love in Clutch Time Online. We're going to be taking a look at all these cards, seeing which ones are worth picking up and which ones are worth staying away from here in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 25,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's take a look, starting off with Mel Bridges. 6'6", 7'2" wingspan at shooting guard. Not insane size, but definitely good enough. Hot spots are everywhere. Bunch of Hall of Fame badges include Precision Dunker and Posterizer, a bunch of shooting badges, Blow By, Speed Booster, and a bunch of defense as well. What you like to see. He doesn't have Movable Enforcer. He doesn't have Unpluckable either. You want to add that for sure. Doesn't have Bailout. You want to add that. But overall, not a bad looking card. 92 speed, 90 excel, 95 3 ball, 90 driving dunk. Defensively pretty good. Low block rating besides that. Nice looking card. Normal release timing still though. I know he's a pink diamond. They haven't been changing the pink diamond animations, but that's a little disappointing. I don't love his release, I'm going to be honest. I think the release is probably the main thing that holds me back on this Mel Bridges, but we'll have to see. I didn't love his release on his diamond, but we will give the card a shot. He's a great defender. He's really complete stat and badge wise. I think he'll at least be half decent. Okay. Jeff Green is 6'8", 7'1" wingspan, 17 hoffs with the 19 hoffs, I should say. Bulldozer, fast switch, posterizer, precision dunker, whistles, catch and shoot, corner specialist, blow by handles for days, and speed booster. 94 feet, challenger, clamps, glove, and post lockdown. Really complete, versatile card. Bunch of defense. No movable enforcer though is disappointing, I will say. The playmaking versatility is really nice though for a wing. Having blow by handles for days and speed booster on Hoff as a base card, and then the gold bailout, break starter, unblockable, all that type of stuff as well. Shooting badges could use some work probably, but he's fast, good shooter, great dunker, capable playmaker. Admittedly, I will say SIGs don't look too good. Pro escape isn't great. Really, his SIGs in general don't look all that great. Not a great drag back. Jeff Green release, I know it's not horrible, I don't think, but SIGs are probably the thing, again, that kind of holds this card back a little bit at least. He doesn't look horrible. I don't know. He doesn't look great. Franz Wagner. This is the pink diamond, in all honesty, that I am the most excited about by far, so far at least. 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan at shooting guard. That's incredible size. Wagner is really interesting because he's very athletic. Hoff bulldozer, fast switch, precision dunker, posterizer, 90 driving dunk, 92 speed, excel, 94 3 ball, 92 speed ball, defensively versatile, great shooting badges, blow by, speed booster, clamps, and glove as well. And looking at the next gen badges, I mean, again, doesn't have movable enforcer, but outside of that, he's not really missing much. Gold badges defensively are good enough for me for the most part. I mean, he's got Hoff clamps, Hoff glove, and he is 6'10" at the shooting guard position. That's great size. Not to mention his release is really good and D-book dribble style as well. At the end of the day, this card is actually very intriguing. 6'10", that type of size of shooting guard is something that you just can't overlook. And then he is actually really capable enough all the way around statistically, with a D-book dribble style and really good release. This is the best of the pink diamonds in all likelihood, but I will say both Hassan Whiteside and Danny Green, I feel like, could at least challenge him for that. If this Hassan Whiteside can shoot pretty well, 75 3 ball, 85 speed, 84 excel, that's not awful. Defensively, he's amazing, and he's obviously an incredible dunker. Doesn't really have shooting badges or playmaking badges. The question is the release. Hassan Whiteside has his own jump shot. Okay, I have no idea what to tell you about this one, to be honest. He has basic 6 across the board. That's lazy. I'm going to be honest, this is really lazy. They literally just gave him basic animations across the board, I think. But basic fade is good, and if his release is decent, like, he's a good center, because he's a great inside big. Really good defensively and great as a dunker. 7-footer, 7'7" wingspan. That's an interesting card. The question is the release. Basic fade is good. He might not have SIGs, but that's okay if he doesn't have SIGs, in my opinion. I'm not that worried about that. The thing that I am worried about is the jump shot speed and how it looks. So that will be honestly the determining factor on how good that Hassan Whiteside card is. And when I do gameplay with him, I will know for sure how good of a card he really is. But I can't promise all right now how great he is because I don't know what the release looks like. Although I will say, don't they put his release in 2KDB in the comments? Let's see what if this dude has put his release in here yet. Because generally somebody puts his release in here. But, okay, maybe not. Does not. Does not show his release, actually. Generally, apparently, they put that in the 2KDP comments. At least that's what my YouTube comments told me. But no, I don't see his release, so I guess not. Danny Green, 6'6", the 6'10" wingspan at shooting guard. This card is a 3-and-D, similarly to the way that Mel Bridges is. Maybe not quite as athletic or as good of a playmaker, but a great shooter and a great defender. And that is the value of Danny Green. Really good 3-and-D, 88 speed, 85 3-ball might not be, or 85 driving dunk might not be insane, but 97 3-ball and great versatile defense is what you're looking for with Danny Green. I know his release is always decent. Kemba escape and D-Book dribble style as well. Hold on. And behind the back, it's Harden. Why is, okay. So Danny Green low-key has God Sigs. That's actually really good. Kemba escape is elite. Harden behind the back is elite. And D-Book dribble style is elite. He has 3 elite level SIGs in 3 of the most important SIGs in the game. So he's like actually a legitimate playmaking threat in addition to being an elite level shooter. This might, and an elite level defender, this might actually be, with some playmaking badges, like especially if you add handles for days, maybe a couple others on Hoff, this might be the best big diamond. He is interesting. He may not be great as a playmaker, but he'll probably at least be good. I know the playmaking badges could use a little work, but the SIGs are, those are really nice, so that's nice to see. And then J. Will is 6'1". I'm going to be honest, a 6'1" PG at this point in the game, especially a non-great slasher like J. Will, that's not exactly going to cut it. I'm not sitting here and saying he's the worst, but overall, compared to the rest of the Pink Diamonds, that's just not a card. No defensive Hoffs either. This is just not, in all honesty, a card that I see a realistic path for being competitive or anything close to it at his position. I know his release isn't great. His SIGs don't look elite. I don't remember his SIGs being good on his Amethyst, and I know they haven't changed. He's only 6'1". He's not an elite slasher, not an elite defender. No. Sorry, not going to cut it. That's not a good card. 6'8" with the 6'11" wingspan is Kevin Love. 86 speed, 84 excel. Finishing badges, shooting badges, playmaking badges. Not bad, actually. Playmaking badges are better than I thought. Defensively, he's pretty good. He's only 6'8". 6'8's small, I will say. But 86 speed, 84 excel, 96 3-ball. Not horribly slow. He's pretty athletic, and he's a good defender. He's better than I thought he'd be. MJ dribble style is nice as well. K-Love release on very quick is a really good release. Pro 2 fade is great. He's better than I thought. At power forward, he's actually pretty interesting. They gave him legitimate playmaking ability, in addition to being a really, really good defender and a great shooter and a great athlete. Really complete badges on him. Really great as a finisher. Having that posterizer, precision dunker, rise up, that type of stuff. Like that's telling. That's really, really nice too, in my opinion. I think he's gonna be pretty good. Honestly, I think he looks pretty good as a power forward. 6'8" is small, but not an awful looking card, at least. Then we have the opals. Like I've said, this is not a set that is worth opening packs for at all. I highly encourage y'all not to open packs and definitely not to spend any sort of money on the game. But let's take a look at what the opals do look like. 6'10" with a 7'5" wingspan on DeMarcus Cousins. Obviously, his badges across the board are very good. He's got capable playmaking. He's a great shooter, great defender, and great finisher with incredible badges across the board. That's not surprising. He needs clamps and pick dodger added. He doesn't have those at all. Also, dimer. Release is now on very quick, which is a plus for sure. He's got MJ dribble style, Steph's drag back, pro behind the back. If he's got a good behind the back, he's really nice. If not, well, his release isn't great, even on very quick. Kind of like Karl-Anthony Towns. I don't think the release is actually going to be all that great on him. Like, it's not awful, but it's not great. I don't see him being like, I think he's basically very similar to Karl-Anthony Towns, Galaxy Opal. Is this card special? No. Is he good? Yes. Is he amazing? Definitely not. 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan for shooting guard, Brandon Ingram. BI, I remember his release not being very good. Yes, they put it on very quick, so that helps. He's got D-Book dribble style, Kobe escape, and Harden behind the back. So he's got good SIGs and a release on very quick, but still, the release on very quick, I don't think that's going to be enough. Now, 6'8" shooting guard with a 7'3" wingspan. That's pretty good size, I will say. And his badges across the board are very good. Defensively, he could use a little bit of help, though. Again, he's not a great defender. I'm looking at this card, I'm going, meh, questionable. Not questionable, but not an elite level defender. And release that I also don't think is all that great. Even on very quick, I don't think it's that great of a release. Brandon Ingram, again, doesn't jump off the page to me as this next level great card. Jason Kidd, 6'4" PG. You know who else is a 6'4" PG who's a great defender, who's capable across the board? Sidney Moncrief. And Sidney Moncrief has a better release than Jason Kidd does. J Kidd's got his release on very quick. He's got Pro 2 fade, Kyrie dribble style, D-Rose size up, Trey behind the back. They actually tried to give him pretty good SIGs. But Pro escape, unless that's, well, that could be one of a couple different escapes. But we'll see what that one looks like. Release on very quick. Honestly, Moncrief's release is probably just as good, if not better, than that J Kidd release on very quick. Moncrief also has Kyrie dribble style, Francis size up. You know, And look at this J. Kidd card, and I go, is he any better than Sidney Moncrief? Honestly, not really. I mean, he's a slightly better shooter with a higher 3-ball, but my Moncrief has Hoff Limitless and Gold Agent 3s and Gold Blinders, and like he's got the same type of shooting badges. So honestly, I don't see, again, it's not that big of a difference anyway. And he does have Golden Move and Enforcer at PG, which is nice. Like, J. Kidd's really good, but again, is he next level great? He's not better than all the other options at his position right now. Wilt, he's 7 with an 8-foot wingspan, but he's not a great shooter. 76 3-ball. His release is on very quick, yes, but it's not a good release still. And so, again, bad release means meh. I mean, he's not a great... Wow, they did not give him very good SIGs either. Normal dribble style CP escape. They did not touch his SIGs at all. That actually surprises me. I was expecting him to have his SIGs changed, but no. So very limited SIGs and shooting ability for Wilt Chamberlain. I'm going to be honest, that's a little disappointing. But also that's a good thing because that means D-Rob's still better than him. Miles Turner's still better than him. A lot of the other centers that we have right now can still compete at a very high level. This Wilt Chamberlain is nothing special. Again, not a card that is worth opening packs for whatsoever. Klay Thompson, 6'6", 6'9" wingspan at shooting guard. Obviously, he's athletic. Obviously, he's an incredible shooter. Obviously, he's a versatile defender and a capable playmaker. But only 90 speed. Release not very quick is cool, but his fade isn't extraordinary. Steph dribble style, that's not great. Pro escape, don't love that. Pro behind the back, that could be good. It depends which behind the back they gave him. Harden's drag back, I don't think that's amazing. I'm not, again, I just don't sit here and go, wow, this card looks good, because he really doesn't look special to me. I don't see anything special about this Klay card, and that's the thing about all these opals. I don't see anything special about them. Why open packs for him? Penny's the last one. Penny's, again, he's great, man. We know Penny's a good card, obviously. He's an incredible playmaker, really good finisher, great shooting badges as well, and defensively he's good. No movable enforcer, though. Stats all the way around are very good, of course, but his release is not that great, and it's also only on quick. Yes, he's got Trey Escape, which is really nice for a PG. MJ dribble style is nice. Pro behind the back probably has a good behind the back as well. But, like, his SIGs are not that great. And, or especially his release. His release is not that great. And that is going to hold this Penny card back. And again, is he going to be better than SGA, Austin Reeves, Sidney Moncrief, the best point guards in the game? The answer to that question is, like, maybe, but probably not. And even if he is he worth opening packs? Absolutely not. Final card, MJ. The thing about MJ is, what does the release look like? That's the most important thing here. And because we know his stats and badges are 99 across the board and near perfect in every single way. But this is the important question right here. He's got his own release on very quick. Thank you, 2K. I appreciate that. They gave him great SIGs. I don't care that they gave him great SIGs, though. He's got top-tier SIGs. Francis size of Kemba Escape, Kyrie dribble style, and very good behind the back. I'm sure that's behind Jamal Murray and John Wall's drag back. They gave him Pro 2F, but you know what they did give him as well? His own release on very quick with his own upper. It's a bad release. It's a bad upper. It nerfs the card in a lot of ways, which is very, very good. So this MJ is not going to be OP and absolutely is not worth spending money on. He is going to be exceedingly rare. And even those who do have him, I think are going to be disappointed because with that release, it is going to hold him back as an overall offensive card, which I am very excited about. Also, I'm going to be honest, the fact they did not change the animations on this jump shot means 2K knows exactly what they're doing because I promise they know what they're doing. They're not doing this game forever. There's no way. They're saving the really good SIGs and animations until cards are more quote-unquote attainable again, I think. Not the animations as much, but they're saving the release, it seems like. The releases are being gatekept still. The really good ones anyway, and the release changes. And that feels like that's being gatekept until the new whatever next thing they do is. So, gambling only. Do not support it. Do not open these packs. Do not spend your money on this game. And hopefully things will change. As a whole, this drop is not that special. The opals are fine, but they're not incredible. MJ is not attainable, and his release is nerfing him for sure. Danny Green, Franz Wagner, Jeff Green, Hassan Whiteside, all intriguing looking pink diamonds to me. Not a horrible drop. K-Love's not a bad free card either. I'm at least intrigued. That is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.